people say like you need to have curious tone and you need to have the confused tone and laid back tone and whatever that means. Like no one really knows what that means. Go up to a person and teach them what a laid back tone means. In black and white, what does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. And that's why it doesn't work. So you tell your sales reps, oh, you need to sound more confused. But they can't learn from that because it's not an instruction. And even if you do this, by the way, even if you sound laid back, that won't double your conversion rate. This is not, this doesn't move the needle at all. It's irrelevant. So all you need to know, there are 5 things. All you need to know is when to pause and when to ask a question. When you pause, you draw attention to certain words. When you question stuff, you go up, you have an upward inflection, and you expect a response back from the other person. Okay? And in your script, you can put a long dash for long pauses, 3 dots for short pauses, and a question mark for when they have to go up in their tonality. And if this seems simple, it's because it is. And that's why it works. Because you don't really need anything else. You need to ask questions and you need to shut up, which means you ask the prospect to buy. That's what you do. And you'll be surprised how many people mess up something simple like a pause. You're going to tell your sales reps, this is like, you can try this. Take out all the other stuff I'm talking about. Tell them to pause at certain points longer than they do it right now. If you ask the person a question, or you want to draw attention to a certain word you just said, just pause and count to 4 or something. Those 4 seconds will feel like an eternity in the actual call, but this is how you are immediately more authoritative in that sales call as well. And you'll get better responses. And by the way, if you say the price and you just be quiet after that, your close rate will also go up because you stop justifying the price. You don't need to say it's $2,000 a month. And we do that because then you start talking for 20 minutes and the prospect was sold and now isn't anymore. So this is the most important part. You need to know when to pause and when to ask questions. And those are variables because they change for each script. Okay? One script might have a question in the first sentence and one script might have a question in the third one. So these are variables. And then we have 3 constants that always matter no matter what script you have or even if you have no script. These should be constants that are learned once and repeated every single time. And those are, you need to make sure that your team always talks loud enough, clear enough, and slow enough. And when you do that, you maximize comprehension, which means people understand you. If they don't understand you, they can't buy from you because they literally don't understand it. Okay? If you talk loud enough, you'll sound confident, by the way. Talking clear enough just means say every word in full. Simple. And slow enough is the same thing. If you say every word in full, and you pause and ask questions, and you talk loud enough, you're going to have the perfect tonality, and you will draw attention to the words that need attention, and not draw attention to words that don't need it. So this tonality fix, very simple. This is a repeatable skill. Because the script tells you when to do the variables, and you train them on how to do the constants, which is very simple.